Welcome to the Neo operational video series for software version 3.7. These videos are designed for targeted instructions to get you up to speed quickly and simply. This video targets channel control. So let's first talk about single channel controls. So I can just type channel 1 and press enter, and that will select channel 1. Doesn't provide a level, but it does select. Now you could also use a mouse or finger with the touch screen, and you can just click and select a channel. You can also click and drag to select multiple channels. There are three auto-completing keys on the command tile of Neo. The first one is on, so I'm going to hit the on key, and that will go to the on level. If you want to see what your on level is set to, go to System Properties, and in the basic mode it'll be in System Settings right at the top of the list, and that's the on key. So it can be whatever level you want it to be. By default it's at 100%. So I'm going to release these for the moment. Release will just release everybody back to whatever else is controlling them. In this case, nothing. So I'm going to say 1 through 10, and I'll go to the next auto-completing key, which is full. Full is always full. It's always 100%. That cannot be changed. It's very, very, very simple and basic. Now directly below the full key is the out key. Out is always at 0. If you look at your screen, you'll notice to the right of the level, the active level, which is in the red box, is a value in parentheses, and that's simply showing you the history. That's the last level that the channel was at. Now if you want to command line a level, percentage level, anywhere from 0 to 100, you can do at 25, enter, right, to put it at 25%. Notice I do need to enter to complete, but there are a couple of shortcuts. I can say at 5, enter. There I didn't have to put in the second digit, so it assumes that that's going to be 50%. If I want it to be at 5% rather than 50, I would do at 05, enter, and that will allow that to happen. Now you can also put in an actual DMX value. So if I do shift at, if you'll notice the command line says at DMX, so I'll put in the DMX value of 127, which will put it at 50% because the DMX scale is anywhere from 0 to 255. Another thing you can do with Neo, especially with a touch screen, is you can double tap a channel and that will go to the on level. Now let's talk about selecting multiple channels. So to the right of your 0 through 9 and to the left of your auto-completing keys, you have three keys for this, and that's through, plus, and minus. So we'll start with plus. So I can say 21 plus 23 plus 25 at 6, enter. That's pretty basic. I could also use through, so I can say 31 through 35 at 5, enter. Pretty basic. I can also, in conjunction with the through key, use the minus keys. So I could say 41 through 50 minus 46, enter. So you can use any combination of through, plus, and minus to select any channels that you want. So we're going to look for a moment at applying, not only selecting ranges, but applying ranges of values. So I'm going to say 61 through 70 at 0 through 100. So we'll notice 61 has been set to a level of 0, 70 has been set to a level of 100, and the console calculated a linear path to range all of that. Now you could also do it the other way, so I could say at 100 through 0, and now it will do the linear path in the other direction. But what if you're working with a situation where you actually want the channels to peak in the middle? So you want to start low, peak in the middle, and go back low. So we could say at 0 through 100 through 0, and that will give you the ability to peak within a range. Now you could turn that around and do a valley. So I could say at 100 through 0 through 100, and now that will invert that to give you a valley. So to the right of the command tile, there are a couple of relative level keys on the advanced tile called up and down. So what I'm going to do is put everybody at full, just so that we're starting with a standard level for everybody, and I'll hit the down key twice. Now the down, I'll hit a few times. So you'll notice what it's doing every time I press that key, it's going down 5%. Again, if you go into system properties and the basic settings, in the system settings on the top right, you'll see your up down level, and it's set to 5%. The most popular options there are either 5 or 10, but you can set it to be whatever you want. Now top right on the Neo, above your encoders, you have a level wheel. So that level wheel will allow you to move up or down, and it's indented, so every tick is a certain increment moving up. Thanks for watching this Neo operational video for software version 3.7. Go to the Philips Strand Lighting website at www.strandlighting.com for many more videos on Neo programming and operation.